Tuesdays, I was talking to CEOs about how to use data snapshots to effectively control what state the data is in when you're doing reports, analysis, anything along those lines. And it's an important skill to know, absolutely. But from your standpoint, there's another aspect of data snapshots that's critical, and that is backups and data recovery. The analogy that I used was essentially that if I wanted to actually get an accurate picture of an aquarium, of where the fish are, how many there were, the best way to do that is to take a snapshot of the aquarium so I could actually have a still position of all the fish and a number of all the fish. And the same thing is true for you. Every time you're doing backups, data backups, file backups, server backups, all of this, usually a snapshot at a particular point in time. And same thing true with recovery. So when you do hourly backups, and especially if you're using some of the Microsoft Windows, the VSS libraries and all that kind of fun stuff, I should probably do a video on those when I think of it. You're actually doing a backup at 2 o'clock or at 2:05 or whatever the time is. And that means that when it comes time for you to restore or recover data from a backup, you're recovering the data as it existed at that point in time, which means that future changes, whether they be additions to an ERP system or updates to Word or Excel documents or documents that were later deleted, but now you can get back. Future changes haven't happened yet. And that's absolutely critical. But one of the things you have to understand is that if, let's say, for example, you're doing hourly backups and you have a failure at 2:35, that means you're going to be able to recover as of 2 o'clock, but you're going to have to recover all of the transactions, all of the data, all of the business that happened from 2 o'clock to 2:35, and that's restoring the snapshot and then applying the data that's been lost since then. So roughly speaking, that's just the thing about snapshots I wanted to talk to you about for your perspective. Snapshots is data backups and recovery. What's your best use of snapshots? And don't talk about pictures. I had to warn the CEOs not to do that. Comments below.